We are now into April of 2025, and so far at the start of this year, things have gone absolutely crazy. As we know, the market is booming right now. Things are getting silly expensive, not only over here in the UK, but over in the US as well, especially when it comes to sealed product. Well, today we're going to be going through 5 great products to pick up that aren't massively expensive, that I think will do well in the long run. At the moment, things are very hard to get hold of, so I've picked some items which might be a little bit easier, a little bit more on the cheaper side. We do have an honorable mention as well, so let's jump into it. Okay, the first honorable mention today is we have the Paldean Fates ETB, so just the regular ETB. Now, the reason why I've got this on this, well, kind of on the list, this is an honorable mention. The reason why it's on here is mainly because Paldean Fates has just been doing very well. Yes, it is getting a little bit more expensive. I'd say a little bit more. It's over $100, right? $130. It has been climbing extremely well, 60% in the last 3 months. I actually think that Paldean Fates has the potential to essentially be the next Hidden Fates. Of course, Hidden Fates was an amazing set at the end of the Sun and Moon era, had a ton of reprints, and it done very, very well. And I think Paldean Fates going to go the same route. Like, if you look at Shining Fates, it hasn't done as good. They did heavily print Shining Fates. I mean, to be honest, they did print a lot of Paldean Fates, but more specifically, like the ETB seemed to just be sold out extremely quick. A lot of sales have been happening as well. As regards to this ETB, of course, like over the past 3 months, we've been seeing lots of sales with its really good growth. Over the past year, we have seen this ETB go from around $30 to $40 up to now basically $130. The thing is, this set isn't actually that old, right? This set came out last year, so it's only like a little over a year old, and it's already this price. Now, it could get reprinted. It could. Whether or not it will, who knows? Like I say, Hidden Fates got reprinted quite a lot over a long period of time, and so did Shining Fates, specifically the ETBs. But since then, there have been like other products, for instance, like booster bundles that have come into the mix, which kind of changes the game a little bit. Like if Pokemon were going to reprint Paldean Fates, just get packs in people's hands, then you're going to be looking at something like a booster bundle rather than an ETB. This is something to consider if you do want to pick it up. Obviously secondary market, eBay, places like that, try and find some, but I do think it's going to be a good one. I mean, Hidden Fates is now jumped up massively in price. I wouldn't expect like this to get reprinted. It might do. I highly doubt it. If it does, that's fine. But I do think this could be a $200 plus ETB in the future, so keep an eye out. Okay, coming number 5, we have Shining Fates. Now, Shining Fates, just talked about a little bit regarding Paldean Fates. This one did get heavily printed. Now, you may be thinking, why is this number 5 and Paldean is, it is an honorable mention. The reason is, and here's the reason, is because with Shining Fates, things are creeping up. Okay, now is the time to make some good moves on this set. We're looking around $80 for an ETB, so $50 less than the Paldean Fates one. And this is old, right? Shining Fates came out a while ago. I think it was like 2021, I believe, when Shining Fates came out. So let's take a look at this. So a year ago, we got around $40 to $50 in ETB. It just had it for a long time. Like I say, it got printed so heavily. And now it's sold out on the Pokemon Center website, both here in the UK and in the US. So now we're starting to see the price drive up quite heavily, and lots of purchases were made as well. So I like the set. I've always been a champion of Shining Fates, but unfortunately, due to heavy printing, it did take a while to get moving, and now it's on the move. I think it's a good one to look out for, and it's something like not massively expensive, under $100. So keep an eye on that, guys. For a while, I think it's going to be pretty good. In number 4, we have the Iono milk card, not the Marnie or any of the others. The Iono. We've just had the Lily one up for pre-order. That one's going to be a really good one, but I think Iono is going to be pretty good as well. Why? Because it's got an amazing promo. The promo's going up in price. We've got some good sets in here. 6 packs. Does come with 1 Lost Origin, and then the early Scarlet and Violet era. So I think it's like Base, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian, maybe Paradox, I think. So the earlier ones. But it is going up, right? I mean, we're looking around just under $60. It's gone up by 49% in the past 3 months. This is definitely something to look out for. I don't know what the hell happened there. This is definitely something to look out for. So yeah, around $30. I mean, at one point it was $31, and now it's nearly doubled in price. So keep an eye out for this one. I do rate it. I do think it's good. It is on the cheaper side. The promos getting more expensive. It's Iono. Everybody loves Iono. So yeah, in my opinion, I think this is going to be a good one that doesn't really break the bank too badly. Over here in the UK, you can find these for around £40, which is still a pretty good price to keep sealed or to even open, because you get a lot of goodies inside. I think the promo goes for like $20 on its own. That's actually pretty good. Okay, onto a collection box. We have the Blood Moon Ursa Luna. Now you may be thinking, what? Collection box? Yeah, and it's mainly because of the packs that are inside this collection box. So this does come with 2 Surging Sparks. I believe it's 2 Surging, I think it's like 1 Paradox, 1 Stellar Crown, I think. Or maybe Temporal. But basically, it's got 2 Surging Sparks. That is very, very good. And I think, as we know, like we've seen with Surging Sparks, it is very, very expensive, especially with booster boxes. But for me, it is definitely something to look into, right? And these are relatively cheap, right? You're looking at around about $23. It has gone up by 22% recently. Here in the UK, they're actually quite tricky to find. I think they're roughly around £20 to £22. So if you can get them for like 20, you're going to be picking up the packs roughly around £5 a piece. That's not too bad just because it does contain 2 Surging Sparks. But I'm thinking long term. And I don't normally go for normal collection boxes, but as we saw with Sword and Shield, pretty much anything that had Evolving Skies in it was doing very well. Now, I'm not saying that Surging Sparks is Evolving Skies level, but it is a really sought after set, to keep that in mind. And again, this isn't massively expensive. It's a little bit bulky. You know, collection boxes are a little bit bulky to store. But I think anything with Surging Sparks right now, down the line, is going to be really, really sought after, to keep an eye out for this one. Coming number 2, Azure Legends tin. Now, it doesn't matter which one it is, one of the 3. Again, this follows the same route as the Blood Moon Ursa Luna boxes, because it does contain 2 Surging Sparks. These one contains 5 packs. I believe it's 2 Surging, 1 Temporal, 1 Stellar Crown, and 1 Obsidian Flames, I believe. The UK one is 4 packs. It doesn't have the Obsidian Flames. It still comes with 2 Surging. Again, similar to the Blood Moon Ursa Luna. Difference is the promos of these tins are way better than the Blood Moon Ursa Luna. So we're looking at just over $30 for this one for 5 packs, 2 of which are Surging Sparks. It's a sweet tin. Like all 3 of them, there's a Dialga, there's a Kyogre, and there's a Xerneas one, I think. Like all of them, very, very good. Keep an eye out for these. These are selling like hotcakes here in the UK. They're like really hard to get hold of, which is the 4-pack one. If you can find them for roughly around £20, I think they go for. If you can get it for under 20, that's amazing. But honestly, I think these are good. I think these are really, really good tins. I've been stocking these on my store, and they've just been selling so quickly, because everybody wants them, because they do contain 2 Surging Sparks, which is, you know, very, very key. Tins are a little bit easier to store, in my opinion, than a collection box. But overall, this is definitely something to look out for, which I think is pretty good. And then finally, in at number 1, we have the Pokemon Celebrations ETB. I put the regular ETB up here. Of course, you've got some of the other products as well in the Celebrations range. The reason why I say Celebrations is because the 30th anniversary will be soon upon us next year. And just like when we had the 25th anniversary, when Celebrations came out, Generations ETBs went crazy. Like, they went absolutely mental in value. I'm not saying that Celebrations is going to go the same way, but it might do. Right now, Celebrations has been making some gains. We're looking at $133 in ETB, gone up by 22% over the past 3 months, which is pretty decent. And we go back a year, and overall, it has done very well, 83% gains. It contains a ton of packs. You get 10 Celebrations packs, and you get 5 older Sword and Shield era stuff, like Battle Stars, things like Base Set, Chin and Rain, Dark Display, stuff like that. You do get the earlier ones, which isn't the best, but it does come with 10 packs of Celebrations. Celebration cards, the singles in the Classic Collection, have been moving upwards. We saw the Charizard going upwards, Umbreon, I think the Shiny Magikarp as well. Like, we've been seeing a lot of cards now making moves in Celebrations. And like I say, I think when the 30th anniversary drops, you're going to start seeing Celebration cards and products start to shift upwards. You probably will start seeing them shifting upwards from the announcement of the 30th anniversary product. We don't know what the 30th anniversary product's going to be, but I would assume it's going to be an ETB of some description, maybe even booster bundles, maybe a ultra premium collection box or whatever. Who knows? But yeah, I think Celebrations right now, whether it be the regular ETB, the Pokemon Center ETB, even the UPC to some extent, I think these are all going to be pretty good. My choice today will be the regular ETB. There you have it, guys. Those are some products to find and pick up right now in April. It's tough out there. It is super tough. Booster boxes are like ridiculously hard to find. Me personally, I wouldn't really bother with getting hold of booster boxes. Like I say, there's some good collection boxes, some good tins you can find, some ETBs as well. Maybe even look at like some regular set ETBs. So like non-Pokemon Center ones. Look at like Twilight Masquerade would be a pretty good one. Of course, Obsidian Flame's already doing very well. Paldean Fates will be another good one. Maybe you could look at Surging Sparks. I know that's already a bit more expensive. Stuff like that, I think, are going to be pretty good. You look at Evolving Skies ETBs, regular ETBs, super expensive. Fusion Strike, climbing up. Lost Origin climbing up. So a lot of the Sword and Shield ones are already starting to make moves. So maybe we can look at some of the more cheaper options in the Scarlet and Violet era that could also do pretty well. There's a lot you can find out there. That could be good in the future, but it's not the stuff we would normally talk about, you know what I mean? So we got to try and be a little bit clever and see what we can pick up right now. If you made this fun of the video and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash the like button, make sure to subscribe for more Pokemon content. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments regarding these products. Is there any others that you would suggest that are great pickups right now? I think there are a couple of other collection boxes that have just released or just about to release, which do contain amazing products. The Lily milk carton that is dropping, that's going to be absolutely fantastic. When that comes out, that's another one to look out for. There's some really good little boxes out there that do contain Surging Sparks and that will contain Journey Together, which will be very, very sought after, especially right now and in the future. But that is it from me, guys, in today's video. If you watch more Pokemon content, make sure to click the video on the screen and, of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys legends, and I'll see you in the next one.